Welcome to the Common Rider Corner, and we used to call it the Hench and Hangout. We're going to be talking about Z, and I'm just kidding.
Time out.
That was the wrong show. We're going to be talking about Power Rangers today. I am back in the saddle, doing it one more time. The Ranger Wrap-Up is here live at the Comic Bug, Manhattan Beach. I am joined, as always, or at least most weeks, by Daniel Jerome, who has a fun Thanksgiving story.
Fantastic.
And then Jezzer Reyes,
Who has a boring Thanksgiving story.
well, you had a lot of fun. You had a lot of fun on Friendsgiving the night of. You know what I'm saying? Chicka bow wow.
No.
You know what I'm talking about there,
on.
Jezzer. Bam. So we're gonna be talking about a lot tonight. We're gonna have a conversation about some Beast Morphers casting news. We're gonna be talking about R.J. Kyler going on to a CWDC show. Also some Psycho Green Ranger news, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the finale since I wasn't here. But before we get into all that, I want to say welcome to all of you viewers out there. Let us know where you're at, where you are in the chat right now. Like city-wise, I don't really care where you are.
Right now.
yeah.
I'm
But
in
I
the
do care
bathroom.
where you are city-wise. Let us know what's going on with that. And happy Thanksgiving to all of you folks that actually celebrate that, because Canada's Thanksgiving is in October.
Oh, really?
That's correct.
Awesome. Joe, no, because he's Canadian.
That's right.
They do it right.
Jezzer, first question is for you.
What is it?
This is going to be the Jezzer. Remember when we did After Dark with Jezzer Reyes?
Yeah.
We have a
follow-up.
So we actually have footage of you being a stripper. Hit the footage.
That's why I got plugged up, and here we go.
No, but Jezzer, so
That would be funny if you found that.
that would be great.
So funny.
Talk to me about Thanksgiving. What does
Because of
Thanksgiving
murder
mean to you? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family, mostly.
I didn't even like him.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
What? Yeah, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for you guys out there for showing up on your Saturday.
Oh, Ecuador's in the house.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I love how he just has that on deck randomly.
Ready? Man, come on. Because there are moments where Jezzer drops bombs.
Yeah.
Jezzer-sized bombs. Boom.
Well,
it's
they're not very big. They're
Yeah,
Jezzer
they're
size.
kind of like, in perspective, they're a little bit tinier.
I did
than
not
what you-
even try to go for that. I was just like, Jezzer-sized bombs. All right, see. I'm sorry, man.
Well, listen, realistically, I just asked you that to really get to this question. Daniel, how was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving. All right. My Thanksgiving was fun.
Yeah,
My Thanksgiving
you
was
remember
amazing.
all of it.
No, and that's what made it even funner.
That's usually how a great story
Yes,
starts.
no one ever
I
said.
actually
once again,
did
you
mention
said,
that.
No one
no
ever
great story.
said.
No great story ever starts with I ate a salad. But
Sorry.
Well, if you ate a
true.
salad this weekend, you could, or this past Thanksgiving, you could have died.
Oh yeah, that's
Dan,
true. That's true.
so you OD'd yesterday.
Yeah,
2 days ago.
yeah. I had my own personal salad.
Let's
and,
not use that
it
word.
was-
That word is very like
Oh, that's
aggressive
true.
and strong.
That's true.
Well, strong is what we go for here at that hashtag show.
Well,
But let's chat me up.
chat
me up.
About
my
Thanksgiving.
weekend.
We should have
So,
a shirt for Joe that says "Chat me up."
Yes. Yeah. Well, my Thanksgiving was fun. I had some time with the family, blah blah yada yada. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, we are
We're
here
here
to
to
talk
talk
about
about after. What? Really, my family time?
Well, not that
Boring
time.
is
Not
not
that
like-
was boring stuff.
Fun after that. The fun time is when I met up with this guy and another producer and also
Well, you
talent
can
for
name
the
them.
show.
And
It
Ro.
was
Talent for the show.
Ro, me, you,
me,
Tatiana, and our producer Josh.
That's right. So, hanging out with everyone, I decided, hey, let's enjoy, right? Let's all make sure we have fun.
Stone
this
Mountain,
weekend.
Georgia. You know, hey, fun
That's right.
fact. If one of you guys can guess it right now,
Okay.
if you guys can get it, who else is famous that's from Stone Mountain, Georgia?
Donald Glover.
No.
Oh, he is, though. But no, that's not who I'm thinking of.
Brock Lesnar.
No. Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh.
I knew it was a wrestler.
All right, go ahead, Daniel. Continue your story.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Pretty much enjoyed some the Stone Mountains, right? And
You did
yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
yourself some Stone Mountain,
Are you
Georgia.
trying to
there.
are you trying to
did,
like
I
make
did.
it PG-13 or
I
something?
don't know, can't.
Well, let me ask you a
What I
question.
can talk about.
In your trials and tribulation, as you're going through your own very, very real version of your Zeo quest.
Yes, I was. I had a spirit. I had a
Did
spirit
you
walk.
did you at all talk to your younger self named Blackwing?
At all. At that time, unfortunately, I didn't get to grab my phone and do it. I really wish I did. But then again, it's like, how was I going to do it? I had to cut through time to do it. It was a lot of work.
It was rough.
So, but
Rough
ultimately,
Rough night?
rough night,
morning?
rough night, good morning.
Well, the morning you did
Fantastic.
story, you were done in the morning.
I was asleep and I woke up. And
I wish there was an Instagram story for this. This would be the
I should've.
Hit the super
Yes.
chat because we
I
do have some
should've.
video
I was like, I should have.
of
I
him
should
not
have.
being able to move neither of his
Dude,
legs.
At
really?
all.
He's like, God, yeah.
Do we really? Hit that
I
super
thought
chat
we
because I
did.
haven't seen it yet. Josh, do you have it?
No.
Who knows? It could be
I think
cute.
Joe has it.
But speaking
waiting,
of super
he's
chat,
waiting.
you can use that super chat feature.
He's waiting.
It helps support the show. It also, man, it helps us out a lot. We
Yes,
really
it
like it
does.
for the holidays. But if you,
Helps me to
I
move
want to say,
along.
well,
I mean, it did.
Well,
Essentially, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't
they
be
saw
here.
part of like the physical representation of that button at Power Morphicon though.
what?
Pretty much,
prom,
yeah.
the
They saw
prom.
the prom. That's a physical
Honestly, I
manifestation
don't
of
remember
that
the
button.
prom that well.
I don't either.
Well, the only reason I don't remember it because it was
It was so
lot
much
going
work.
on.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, man.
Did you?
By
Even,
the way,
huh?
speaking of the prom, it's a good moment, as it would be for any, is that I am going to challenge every Ranger outlet,
Oh, here we go.
community, whatever it may be.
We just-
Because here's the deal.
Can we...
My whole thing is this, is that with the Angel Grove prom, we did something that we wanted to do for Ranger fans, and something that we did for free for Ranger fans. And I know a lot of people, some people going up to it were critical, but even now, not even though that they were like, oh, hey, I had a good time there. But, and this isn't so much of a challenge for competition. It's more of a challenge to give Ranger fans more of what they want to enjoy. And I'm challenging all of the other outlets or podcasts, websites out there to do something as equally, or not, maybe just something for the Ranger community, just to show that you give a damn. But I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I would love to see more people doing Ranger things because I feel like Comic-Con, you get a lot of after parties. I think there's a lot of cosplay parties. I feel like every kind of outlet, every kind of like geek genre thing out there has a party, and the Ranger community needs to start taking notice. So it shouldn't be relied on our backs to do everything for the Ranger community, and I'm sure it's not. But I want everybody else to kind of pitch in and do their thing, and I am challenging everybody else in the Ranger community. Hey, all of you guys out there that are huge fans and that have a fan base, if you have a fan base, that means you can do it at the very least a meetup, or have a Ranger party, do something fun, because we did something for Angel Grove Prom that we believed in, had a lot of fun, and I want to see if it can be reduplicated again.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it like a challenge, almost like a show your colors challenge.
It's not,
It's
really
not
a challenge. It's
savage,
like
I'm not being
it's
savage.
no,
No.
it's like capitalism and like you gotta have
Not even
to,
what he
you gotta
wants
have
is-
competition to keep
Yeah,
pushing
exactly,
to
yeah,
keep pushing
sure.
it forward.
Sure.
You know.
I call it the
That's
show your
key.
colors
That's key.
challenge. Show
Yes.
your colors as a provider of content when it comes to Power Rangers. Power Rangers do a lot with colors. Call it the show your colors challenge.
Exactly.
That's it.
I mean, look, we're here in the West Coast, and the fact is, we can't get out to everywhere. We'd love to. We absolutely would love to. But I feel like there should be Power Ranger representation and parties going on the East Coast, in the South, up north in Canada, all around the world.
Heck
We have
yeah.
all these Ranger conventions, but we don't have the representation of fun. Listen, if hashtag show can be everywhere, we would love to be. And if you guys want us there, let your local conventions know. But if we can't be there, then at least somebody that can light the torch for us, not just us and hashtag show, but in the Ranger community, light the torch for us and kind of let the East Coasters have a fun time, or everyone up north, or everyone down south. Make it a community. Let's do this going into this next year. Let's make this a community that we can all be proud to be a part of.
I like that.
2020.
I like that. That's not bad at all.
Okay, but now that that's out of the way, we did that, and we did the super chat. Guess what?
What?
We have T-shirts on TeePublic.
Yes, and there's a sale. It's Black Friday sale.
Black
So-
Friday sale on TeePublic. Look at those beautiful shirts that you guys can get your hands on. Speaking of all these Power Ranger parties that we want you guys to go to, wear your favorite Power Ranger shirt. Right now, the Pokemon Power Ranger shirts, they're hot because the new Pokemon movie trailer came out. But you're not just limited to that. You also have all these movie posters. Oh, look at that. We already got a super chat.
Super
We'll get to that in a
chat.
second. We already have all these movie poster mashup shirts that we're doing. We have the Justice League there for Once a Ranger. Fast and the Furious, Jezzer's favorite shirt.
I got a quick
Power Rangers
story on
Turbo.
that, too.
Power Rangers RPM representing Mad Max. Excuse me.
Mad Max?
Mad Max. We got the Super Mega Force shirt, which represents Pirates of the Caribbean.
Of course.
And the Star Wars shirt.
It's on your
represents
phone
Star
case,
Wars.
man. It's on your phone
It's on my
case.
phone case. It is on my phone case. It's not relegated to just shirts. You can get a phone case, by the way. as
Do you
well.
miss? Do you miss your mascot? Your
was gonna ask you.
Phantom
Not
Ranger?
anymore. Not anymore. Look at that.
Did
beauty.
you give it to somebody?
No, it wouldn't fit on this phone.
No,
It's
I'm
it's an
asking
iPhone
else if they have an
6.
old- Somebody
So
may have an iPhone 6.
here's a
We should
quick
do
story.
giveaway.
On last Saturday, we did the wrap up and henshin earlier, right?
Wait, hold on. We're not done. I'm not done.
But it's part of the shirts.
Go ahead.
And I was at the mall and I was shopping for Christmas stuff, and I was wearing the Fast and Furious shirt, and somebody stopped me in there, and it was what's that dude? Is the have you guys seen Fast 4? He was the guy that Paul Walker chased outside of the he jumped through a building or
okay.
Yeah, and he's like, I love your shirt. So,
Oh, it was that guy?
Yeah, it was that guy.
You're like, oh my god, you're the guy from that franchise.
No,
that
he told me I was in the movie. I was like, okay, cool. And I didn't really recognize him.
So later you watched and you found it?
Oh, this leads right in perfectly. We have a chat. Oh, we have a super chat. Super chat says Larry Newbill just stopping by to say hello. PMC 2020 will be coming at you, suckers. Blackwood better not miss out this time, boy. Well, you got to tell your younger self to like get out there and actually do things.
Hey, I'm hoping this is the year.
Before, thank you so much, Larry Newbill.
Got one more?
But Masked Rider Blue says, so new shirt today. You said last week. I'm a man of my word, guys, and we do have a new shirt today.
You got a super chat.
And I already said the super
No, we
chat.
had another one. Did you read the other one?
Yeah, we thought we did.
Ready to do that one.
Oh, okay.
Super Mega Red 87 says 2020 a Ranger Contest of Champions, perhaps, possibly. Hopefully we'll get there. But I am a man of my word, and I did say we have a new shirt today. And going in theme with our movie parody Power Ranger shirts, hit it. There we go.
Oh my god!
This is
I had no idea.
Your Christmas Black Friday Power Rangers Shattered Grid, aka your Avengers Infinity War matchup.
Yo, that is sick. Oh my god! All right, I'm in for it.
If you guys want, and the cool little thing there instead of the Marvel Studios says #show.
Yeah,
we have everything there.
I'm buying it. Is it there now?
I actually bought it today early.
Is it there now?
Just wait a second. It'll be there very soon. Hopefully, it's there now.
Oh, okay.
This is your newest Power Rangers shirt. I said that we'd be debuting a new one, and there you have it. There's your.
That is so sick.
If it's there,
I'll buy it right now. Sick.
So yeah, we were celebrating. Listen, Marvel's 10th anniversary, Power Rangers 25th anniversary, Power Rangers Shattered Grid. It's gonna be It's gonna be uploaded very soon. Okay. I mean, it's uploaded currently right now. So I mean, it's a little harder to find because I did buy mine as soon as I uploaded it, and I know that it takes T Public a little bit to get there. Yeah. But it is on sale again at T Public, and it's going to be on sale for the rest of this weekend because of the. Black Friday sale.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Oh, man. That is so sick.
So get your newest #show shirt. That is going to be our Christmas shirt.
Oh, dude, and you even have like Hyperforce in there. That's great.
Yeah, man. I wanted
because Hyperforce is Spider-Man.
I got Daniel in there for Ninjor.
Oh, where?
Is your Ninjor up there?
What?
Nice.
Man, dude. Okay, all right.
Oh, damn. That is so cool.
This is killing me, and I'm over here like on air buying a shirt.
It's not there. It's not there.
Maybe you didn't look hard enough, dude.
It's there.
Oh. You didn't look hard enough, man.
But anyways, yeah, we made sure we wanted to include everything in there. But here's the key thing of this.
Okay.
It's not just random Rangers thrown in that shirt. Every one of those Rangers appeared in Shattered Grid.
Ooh.
So and we matched them up as best we could to the Rangers that correlated with their counterparts in the Infinity War poster.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there you go. That's
awesome.
Backwards, by the way.
That's awesome. Oh no, Josh is in.
So all right, let's get into today's news, guys.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to get that shirt, it's on T Public. The link is in the description below. Mm-hmm. And right now it's on sale for Black Friday. So get it. That is our current shirt right now.
Nice. I like it.
Okay, so let's get into some Power Ranger news. We don't have a new episode because we haven't had a new episode in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't have a new comic book because that is not new either. However, we do have some Power Rangers Beast Morphers casting news written by Kat Bloodgood.
Yeah, she wrote 2 of them this week.
Wrote 2 of them this week. Kat is one of our writers on that #show. If you want to learn how to be a writer on that #show, send in a sample writing to ths@show.com, where we cover everything trending in geek pop culture. A lot of it is Power Rangers, like Kat has to say. But, Jezzer, chat me up about some casting that's going on in Power Rangers.
So, Beast Morphers is coming out February 2019. Someone checked out the IMDb page of Kevin Copeland, and he was cast as Mayor Daniels is what his name is. So that's going to be interesting. There's some speculation whether the character will be a villain or part of the Ranger team. But also, Kat wrote another article with more casting news of two other new characters coming up.
What?
Yeah. So the first casting is the General, and he's cast by Mark White. Wright, who has been part of this many seasons because he's been a voice actor. He's been voice acting monsters and characters on the show. So he's cast as the General. So I think he's the leader of this Beast Morphers Spy Kids team or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then there's another
I think
guy.
we got a new poster coming.
Yeah, there you go. And then Thomas Fink Jensen was cast as the aide to the General. So he's like the assistant or secretary of the General. So that's going to be interesting. So the mayor is not going to be directly connected to the Beast Morpher, so we don't know what the mayor is going to be.
Are we talking villain?
He might be a villain.
Possibly.
He could be the villain. Maybe the lead villain, like the boss of Roxy and...
Let me ask you a question, Daniel. From all of your experience from past Thanksgivings, I'm just kidding.
All right, okay.
With this casting announcement, do you possibly think that we have been introduced to some of the villains of the season, or do you think that these are just general casting announcements that normally we would get?
I still think general casting announcements, usually when it comes to Power Rangers, a big surprise or a shock is who is actually playing the villain. So that's what I think we're still going to look for. My opinion.
He could be like a villain like, who's the guy from Dino Thunder? Who,
oh, yeah, I love that.
Mercer.
Mercer,
yeah. Where he's like, he has a human counterpart.
Well, we do know that
also
Evox
yeah.
is the main villain in this season, but do you think that he could be maybe a kind of like how Mercer was
Yeah.
for
Dino Thunder.
His human counterpart, he could...
Yeah. And then we got the General now. We just have to have that mentor type character. I think he's going to be a little bit more... What was the guy's name in Lightspeed Rescue? The dad.
Captain Mitchell?
Yeah, Captain Mitchell. He might be that type of role.
Captain Mitchell's going to play a big part in Constant Protectors, by the way.
Nice.
Oh, really?
And it's really cool that they're kind of giving...
And we're bringing Ron Roget back.
Ooh. Nice. That's awesome.
Now, here's another thing. A lot of you guys, and Blue, whatever your name is, I shouldn't say whatever your name. No, whatever your name is, I really.
Masked Rider Blue.
Masked Rider Blue, you asked earlier, can anyone join Hashtag Show? Abso-freaking-lutely. Here's how you join Hashtag Show. We're looking for writers to really get their voices across. The thing that we do on this show is that we say what we want to say and do what we want to do in the Power Ranger community. And we're not really restricted to anything but our own kind of like
narrative
besides ourselves. Yeah. So we kind of self-police what we say, but at the same time we're not willing to just cower down to other things out there. So if you guys want your own voice as well and really want to show the community what you're all about in the Power Ranger community especially, send an email to ths@thathashtagshow.com that says, I want to be a writer for that hashtag show. And somebody like Kat will tell you straight up.
Toku Kid?
Kat, Toku Kid. We have writers from the community that are breaking Power Ranger news, making us technically the #1 Power Ranger website in the world. But come and check us out at THS. If you want to check out some of those Power Ranger articles, thspowerrangers.com. Check that out. If you want to, and I know a lot of you guys aren't here in California like we are, but if you're not, it doesn't matter. Join the revolution, join the Illuminati, and join us as we continue on our voyage to being the best Power Ranger, geek, pop culture, superhero shows out there and media out there.
Just the best Power Ranger live stream on YouTube.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Ain't nobody doing it better.
Second to none, buddy.
Enough about
it's
us.
#1.
We have 2017 was a high for the Power Ranger fan community. We had a lot going on then.
Yeah.
We had the ending of a great show, which was Dino Charge. A lot of people don't like that ending, but it was an ending to a great show.
It was a great show, nonetheless.
We also had, at the time, the 2017 Power Ranger movie. Yep. And Legacy Wars came out.
Yeah.
And the comics was at its all-time high.
Yes,
Yeah.
So, speaking of the movie, though, Power Rangers, R.J. Kyler just got cast in Black Lightning. Now, I want to talk to Daniel about this.
Yeah, man.
For one reason, because I know that you're a big fan of the DC CW universe. Who are we looking at R.J. Kyler being, and is this a good fit for him in his career?
I didn't read to see who R.J. Kyler was going to be.
What's that, though?
I didn't read it, actually.
Homework. You didn't do homework.
I think
Okay.
I'm going to have to read the article.
So, pretty much that we don't know who he's playing, but
Exactly, that's what I was saying. We
That's
don't
what you're
know.
saying?
That's what I was saying. I was like, I don't know who he is.
there's a
but-
speculation in the article.
Oh,
that I wrote
okay.
for Nagami. There's a speculation in the article that he is possibly playing Hardware from the Milestone universe. Now, Hardware You know anything about Hardware?
Hardware, actually, that's interesting. All about the Milestone universe, knowing that it was just a small independent comic book company that was pretty much almost bought out by DC, and it became
Well, it was bought out by DC.
And then also with them, with the whole Milestone thing, like we got Static from there and a few other things. So it's pretty cool, and it kind of matches up for the whole thing of, like, black found, black supported, black, black produced. It all works in the line with that, so I love it.
There's a lot more speculation to this than just Hardware, but that is having the Milestone join the CW, and you can find out more about that on our superhero show called the Superhero News Network. But just talking about this in general, there is a possibility that he could also play young Static Shock.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now, if we're going down that route, R.J. Kyler, Static Shock, to me, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Jezzer, what says you?
You think it's too early to bring in Static Shock to the show?
No.
You don't think so?
I
feel like we haven't really explored too much of like the Black Lightning.
I'll be honest with you. I think in that show in particular, I'm actually a little surprised they went with Black Lightning and not Static.
Yeah.
Really?
A little bit, and I think
You
R.J.
think because
Kyler.
the trend of like young adults would enjoy it more?
But I also think R.J. Kyler has this kind of quality about it. Well, obviously, he's young, but he's been on such bigger things like War Machines with Brad Pitt. He was on I'm Dying Up Here, the Showtime show.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of things in his career at this point now that's really getting him noticed. And to me, it seemed like, hey, you got your first entry level playing a superhero in the Blue Ranger, but if you get Static,
yeah. So you're saying
deal,
you're
man.
saying if he was Hardware, some other character, it'd
Hardware
be,
I'm okay with. I'm
Yeah.
okay with anybody from the Milestone universe. But I think to me,
Static would be the
it
best.
makes me happy that it's R.J. Kyler getting the opportunity, because it shows that just because you got cast as Power Ranger, even though that's a movie Power Ranger, just because you got cast doesn't necessarily mean that you're just a
But what
Power
if they fall into that same place that the Flash did, where they introduced Kid Flash way too early,
Could
way
happen,
too late in the
could happen,
series?
Could happen.
Like,
Listen, I hope not. But RJ's a good actor.
so we'll see. I'm excited about if he is Static Shock. It's gonna be cool to see. I might have to like catch up on the show. And,
Yeah.
but I'm excited.
Maybe a crossover.
Do you think
with
he's
the
do you
Titans
think do you
universe?
think he's the like most successful out of the five or
No.
no? No.
I think
What's
once
her name?
Aladdin comes out,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Naomi
because
Scott.
she's got Aladdin, and then she's got that new Charlie's
Charlie's
Angels.
Angels,
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah. But I mean, he is working. That's good. Like that's every actor's dream to keep working. You know, it's.
Let me ask you a question about this cast of the movie Rangers, mainly
Yeah.
because we are talking about R.J. Kyler. They all want to do another movie.
Yes.
Do you see it conceivably happening now at this point?
I think Lionsgate waited too long, because you have to think that each of these actors have to do what's best for them at the time. They have to keep lining up work to stay relevant, to keep the eye on them. That it makes it easier for them to get cast. And I think that right now, if they were going to do a sequel to the Lionsgate Power Rangers, we probably won't see it till like maybe 2021 or 2022.
So
They have to put it in the books.
Let's just talk over some of the filmographies or even things that some of these Rangers or 2017 movie Rangers are doing.
Okay.
Dacre Montgomery, Stranger Things.
Yeah.
R.J. Kyler, Black Lightning.
Lightning.
I'll say Becky Lynch.
Becky
Naomi
Lynch.
Scott,
Aladdin.
and
Yes.
Charlie's Angels.
Aladdin's gonna she's gonna be.
Well, Aladdin's gonna blow her up.
She's
And then
gonna
Charlie's
skyrocket.
Angel,
If she does really good in that, she's gonna skyrocket.
Becky
she'll be
G.
really,
She's got her
She's
music
a
career.
huge
Yeah.
musical recording artist. And
Ludi
Lynn.
next
Aquaman.
month or this
on,
month
yeah.
in a few weeks.
Just a few
Aquaman.
weeks.
And yet we haven't seen any footage of him yet, but
No.
I think he's gonna play a big role in, because they announced him in the trades. That has to be something.
To me, this is the most successful cast of Power Rangers. I think that if you had to say who was a rival cast to go on and be more successful or have success outside of Power Rangers, what would that cast be? Would it be RPM?
RPM. I think RPM.
Yeah.
Like all of those
yeah.
they're working. They're
Yeah.
all working.
I mean, I saw Mike Jin in a McDonald's commercial. You had what's his name? Who played Dylan? Dan Ewing.
Yeah.
He's doing a soap opera.
He's a
out there
huge
forever.
star.
He's a huge
star.
in Australia.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had Scott. He's
in-
Jessica Jones.
Is he also in the Defenders?
Defenders as well.
Yeah.
And then you got Rose McIver.
Yep. Who's on
We got a super
iZombie.
chat also from Toku Kid. He says, Will we ever get a Power Rangers sequel or another movie?
I think it's gonna be a sequel. I do think that they're gonna continue.
You think they're gonna get them back?
I don't think that's the thing. I don't think they're actually going to be able to get that
You
cast
don't
back.
think so? I'm
The
hoping
asking
it.
price will be way too much that Lionsgate's going to be willing to spend as far as bringing them
How
back.
many?
It's going to have to be
How
something
many
different, dude.
Transformer movies have we spit out?
Very true, but the thing is, it's like, well, Lionsgate doesn't still have the. Don't they still have?
They have the rights to Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
Lionsgate still has it. It's not going to be
not
Hasbro.
gonna
But
be
here's the
Hasbro.
thing.
So that's why I'm like, I don't
mean,
think
are we-
Lionsgate's going to put that money out.
We got another super chat. Now, this is Super Mega Red 87. Go check out his YouTube channel. Would you guys want to see Rocky, Adam, and Aisha in the sequel? Now, I actually think that you could possibly get Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. But here's the thing: what if the ones that end up staying though are the different
that's my
Rangers? Because if
question.
you think about it, Naomi Scott. Let's get Naomi Scott out of there. Let's get R.G. Kyler out of there. Let's get Dacre out of there.
So it would
Then you
be
get-
Ludi Lin and Becky G.
That stay.
Yeah.
Along with Rocky, Adam, and Aisha. Now, since this
I
is
don't
a new
know if that's
universe, what do you
possible.
think about that?
I mean, that'd be easy fix. You could put Rocky in the Blue Ranger spot, Aisha in the Pink Ranger spot, and then Adam as the Red Ranger.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it fits.
I think it does fit.
Interesting.
I think it does fit.
Interesting.
And then,
Do
but
you
do you,
think people
but then
be
do you
upset?
bring in Tommy?
Yeah, 100%.
I was just
100%
going to
bring
ask,
Tommy.
people be upset
Or
if you're not
Tammy.
bringing Tommy.
A lot of people are Tammy.
Tammy, that'd be interesting.
You never know. I actually, cost-wise, I think you can still get all these Rangers because they're not the Avengers level yet.
Yeah.
I do say this though, if Aladdin does extremely well, Naomi Scott is poised to be a superstar.
Which means
Superstar.
she probably won't be in
Yeah.
this Power Rangers film. I'm being honest.
Which means that she might make a cameo, but then give her powers up to
Yeah,
somebody else.
like a
because-
send-off, like a
because that
passing
asking
the torch.
price.
We also got
at
another
that
super
point-
chat by
No
our
way.
good buddy and writer Toku Kid. Go check out some of his writing at that
No,
hashtag
that- you read that
show.com.
one right.
If they manage a sequel, will it be the first one?
It
will be the first one. That's a fact.
Which is a big thing, but let's see if it actually happens. That's the question. I mean,
Like I said,
I don't
it's
know.
going to be 2021, 2022.
It feels to me like is Power
20
Rangers?
Yeah,
Power
I agree.
Rangers hit with that
2020
curse?
I think 2022, 2023.
Yeah, it's going to be around that time.
I think that you'll see some of these Rangers come back. They'll be in college. They'll be like, oh, I forgot about this kind of a thing. I haven't seen these guys in forever, and not all of them are going to come
Now,
back.
are you saying this as okay? I'm a fan steeped in the fandom. Or are you saying this is someone that like, yo, looking at Hollywood, I believe this can happen?
Are you asking me as a fan, or are you?
I'm asking you actually as not a fan. I'm asking you as
Yeah,
someone
of
that
course. I don't think no.
sits inside Hollywood
I
and
think
knows
they'll
it.
get every single one of them back in a cameo spot, but I'm not sure if they're going to get them for a full movie. RJ right now, Ludi, Dacre. Think you'll get everybody in that list except Naomi Scott.
Oh, that's true.
Okay. I like those odds.
Do they have a multi-film contract?
What?
Did they sign a
Yeah,
multi-film contract?
no. Yes, they signed a multi-year contract, but I think it's up to a certain level.
Hold on, you
Like
said multi-year,
as soon as
multi-film.
Multi-film. Sorry.
so as soon as it hits a certain date, then that it becomes void.
I believe so.
Okay.
And then realistically, since they are now with Hasbro, things could completely change because a lot of people don't know this, but the new Transformers movies, they're not with Paramount essentially. They're not with Paramount
Yeah,
essentially anymore.
yeah.
It's really Allspark that's the production company, which is the in-house production company for
Paramount.
Hasbro.
For
Oh,
Hasbro.
for Hasbro.
Yeah.
So Paramount, it's hands off for Paramount.
No, it's not hands off. Absolutely not. Especially with the Transformer franchise, they still
still
have their
do-
hands in the pot.
and they still do
But
distribution.
Allspark is the production. Yeah, it's the distribution deal.
Okay.
But Allspark is the production company running that. That's why Michael Bay's not directing.
So so you think this is like a soft reboot?
I think it can be. And I don't think they need. I think they can do a soft reboot and a sequel at the same time.
Yeah.
I think that if you do, let's say you give them Zeo powers, you already used up these powers. They can do a lot of different things because it's the movie
course.
universe. But we do have a few super chats here.
It's true.
Toku says if they, we already read
You
Toku's. We ought to have another super
retracted,
chat.
I don't know.
It said it was DDT, but it was retracted.
It was all right. It's from DDT cosplay. DDT, thank you so much for your super chat. Now let's move on to our next topic.
Yeah.
Psycho
Oh, boy.
Green. Now, Jezzer, give me the history of what this conversation is going to be about.
So it's gonna happen in Mighty Morphin 20, where they're gonna reveal the
Comic book. We're talking.
the
Boom
comic
Studios.
book, where they're gonna reveal the pretty much the origins of not just Psycho Green, but the actual origins and physical like what they look like, the origins of the Psycho Rangers in general. So they're gonna have it's gonna be a team of 6 where Psycho Green's gonna be kind of like their 6th Ranger, but he's got he's got beef with the Red Ranger, where they're not really on the same page, and the Psycho Ranger's actual look is going to be based off the Super Sentai of 5-Man. So
which was called in Super Mega Force called Supersonic.
Was that Supersonic? Yeah. So this in the Boom Studios comic.
There it is. We haven't done the super chat.
Yeah, there you
Boy,
go.
oh boy.
If the sequel happened,
Look at that.
would you want to see the Thunderzords? Sorry to cut you off, but would you want to see the Thunderzords?
Well, we're not going to get to see the Dragon Zord at all.
Well, Dragonzord, I guess, and Thunderzord. We
Yeah.
make any kind of connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I think that's
so.
a great one. Super
think
Mega
so.
Red.
So this is what the Psycho Green Ranger might look like, but yeah, the team is called the Supersonic Rangers. And this is before they
look at that.
look at that. That's nice.
Bright green. That was a
yeah,
that's
nice.
there.
This is right before they meet up with Dark Spectre, and he kind of like changes their powers to an evil team. I think it's gonna be interesting. Honestly, I feel.
Wait, that's the origin. Now, Jezzer brought up a great point earlier today. That when we had got here and met. Say what you said.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember.
With the Psycho Ranger specifically, by
Yeah,
the way.
I don't know if some of you might not have been here, but we had an After Dark. Do you I remember
Josh?
this. Huh?
Josh is credited
Yes.
for creating the Psycho Rangers.
Yeah. So
holy shit.
we had an After Dark where we didn't know what we were gonna do for the After Dark. We had no idea. We went to, I think, Nagami, were you with us when we went there? We went to like
Somebody explain the story.
we went to a Japanese market, and we came back and we're like, hey, let's do a board game.
We tried to prove that we could do Hyperforce better than Hyperforce, so we decided to do a Power Ranger
Board game.
RPG.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
But we had anyone that super chatted be the Rangers.
Be a
Oh, I
ranger.
remember.
And they
Oh
wrote
my
dice for
god.
which ranger they
Okay,
were gonna be.
okay.
But the
alright.
trick was like we made them be a ranger, and we're in their head. They're like, "Oh, I'm a Power Ranger. I'm a good Power Ranger, whatever." But towards the end, we were like, we revealed who the actual Rangers were, and you were a Psycho Ranger.
So I had the ending, but Josh created the story and started out this bar, this whole thing.
Right?
But I knew what the ending was, and then we did it, and that's exactly the story that they used for the Psycho Rangers.
No, really?
Yeah,
It's pretty close.
It's pretty
It's
close.
pretty close.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
really close. So I don't know if Boom Steels was watching that live stream, but who knows?
I mean, well,
So the story you guys did just...
It was pretty close.
well,
There you have it, ladies
Mikey
and
Press
gentlemen.
should remember because he was one of the Rangers.
There you have it,
But-
ladies and gentlemen.
But
That
honestly,
hashtag show
the
gave you
way
the
that
origin.
we did it, because Jezzer mentioned it, and I was like, dude, that is what we did. Like, maybe not the same exact story,
Not the same
but
exact
the beginning
story.
and the end, the premise of what it was.
Yeah, like a ranger that turns bad or something.
That's exactly what we did.
Yeah, it was very interesting. So I think it's gonna be a.
So we're gonna see where this story goes, and we're gonna see how much, when it comes to rights and royalties, that hashtag show owes.
No,
Well, no.
But they owe to us.
Here's
I'm
Here's
just
the deal.
saying.
Here's the deal. Yeah, because Mikey Perez was Psycho Yellow. He's saying it right now, and I remember him being in there.
See?
And we gave him choices. They had to roll dice.
We rolled
wrote
dice to
for
get
him.
the powers.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're successful. You
So
get the
what
hit.
are we gonna do with this, man?
So here's the deal. Power Rangers Cosmic Protectors. I've let out a lot of information that's going to happen.
Okay.
But like I said, we're going to be the first ones doing a Power Ranger motion style comic.
Right.
The Cosmic Protectors is going to. I really don't care what everybody else is doing, mainly because I feel like our story is so strong
Right.
that it's.
So you don't care if like those characters actually show up in the universe.
No, I don't care about that. Nor I don't care about any other Power Ranger like outlet starting something similar. Because at the end of the day, I know for a fact they won't beat us because our story is so strong. Mainly because Josh is not a Power Ranger guy. He's behind the table right now.
Yes.
He's a Star Trek guy. He knows sci-fi. I pitched him the idea, and he's like, "Damn, let's just do this because it's a good story." And that's what we're going off of. And I think that like, and I've talked to JD about this. All the spin-off things that we're doing are very, very creative.
So
But-
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I don't want to hype us up all that much.
Yeah.
I just want to hype me up. So I'm going to talk about the finale.
Here it comes.
Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel.
You're gonna be spoiling it for me, but it's fine.
You didn't see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
We should
Were you
have
not on that
like.
episode?
No, I wasn't. It was Johnny and Daniel.
So but are you really gonna
Super
watch it?
chat.
Probably not.
Yes, absolutely. Super Mega Red says, "Can I voice a general or a monster?" Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of this right now. Number one for Cosmic Protectors, all of you guys, not only do we consider you guys fans of Hashtag Show, but we consider ourselves all fans of Power Rangers. And
We're the hashtaggers, bro.
what I mean by that is that
what it
I
is.
want to give you guys a chance to live in the world that we've all created. And I say we all have created it together. So not only can you voice a general or a monster, there's going to be different tiers on a Patreon that we're going to release very soon of whether you can be a ranger or we're going to call them masked riders in our universe or any super metal hero that exists because we're adapting that as well. So you can end up on any of those teams. We're going to release kind of a Patreon.
We're also going to have villains, right? Like
villains, absolutely. Not only that,
Ratwing is definitely a
but
villain.
not only that, but not only will you be able to voice them, but they will share your likeness in the show as well. Ooh. So you can make yourself a part of Power Ranger history. That's going to be coming out very soon. But Cosmic Protectors, just look out for it. Anyways, back to the finale. What were you saying?
No, go for it.
I don't remember.
He hasn't seen the finale. And
you're an idiot. That's what I meant to say.
You're going to give him all the good news.
Good news. I'm ready.
So let's talk about this.
Good news.
What did you and Johnny say? You guys were on the show.
What did you say?
I'm sorry, I got a note from you at the same time, literally.
What did you and Johnny say about the show, about the finale?
It was lackluster, honestly, in my opinion. I don't feel that it was that good of a finale episode. Yes, it was 30 minutes, but then again, so was the anniversary. So you can't sit here and expect an hour. But what was just kind of upsetting to me was just, it felt like nothing really happened. Ultimately, in the end, hey, here we are, let's go ahead and train. Now we just don't have the star because we sent it off into the galaxy or something. And that was it. It wasn't anything special. I was disappointed.
I thought it was a lackluster finale, but I don't think it was bad by any means. I feel that, like, this is kind of... overall season, I was watching this today, and I says to myself, that once you're watching one of these episodes, it feels like they're trying to string together a bunch of individual episodes. For that, I give them credit for. However, I think that there's a lot of story that's not followed up on. They have a Red Ranger, which season pretty much completes by the end of the first season. You don't really have much from him at that point. But then you never have a focused Ranger. I think what's missing from Power Rangers nowadays is a focused Ranger. Somebody to focus on every single season. In Mighty Morphin, a lot of people arguably will say that that's Tommy. But every other season going up until... maybe even going up until maybe Space? Because I would go as far to say... that the Sixth Ranger all the way up, maybe until Space, even Space, Magna Defender, yeah.
Space.
Now that I'm saying it, Wild, no.
Space they didn't focus on the Sixth Ranger.
They didn't focus on it, but he was a primary character that you cared about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he had a storyline of his own.
Like with
hey, let me ask you, I'm going to pop quiz.
Okay.
What was Levi's story?
Levi was the brother who got disconnected from his brother and his dad. And he became a country music star?
Another question for you. Was that resolved mid-season, though?
Yes.
What was the story after that?
Him just dealing,
Dealing with being a star.
Yeah.
My whole thing is this. Is that if Power Rangers wants to progress and get good storytelling, don't pay off all of their stories. If they're still Rangers and their stories are paid off, why? What's the struggle?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What was it? With Lost Galaxy, it was Leo's story. With Time Force, it was Wes, proving something to his dad.
Well, even in Time Force, it was Eric proving that he can kind of be like this, live up to Leo's not Leo, but Wes's expectations that they were in the same school together.
And he didn't pay it off in the first season.
Super Mega Red, another super chat in the Neil Saban era. What Ranger would you focus on?
In the Neil.
That's a.
In the Neil Saban.
Yeah. Clap, morons, clap. Monkeys.
Hey, I don't know. I don't know too much about the Neo. I don't know too much about the Neo.
All right, here's the deal.
For this one.
Okay.
That's a great question, though. Here's why.
Okay.
Name a Ranger that you would focus on. Let's go season by season here.
Okay. Only Neo
Great
Saban.
question.
Okay, go.
So Samurai, I would say Mike.
Samurai?
Yeah. Guys.
Our internet connection.
Okay.
All right. So what I would focus on, sorry for that little delay there. What I would focus on is Lauren, because I would make her your point of view character. And then once things don't work out for Jaden, she becomes like the Ranger, and it's like then it feels like you become the Ranger.
Yeah. So she's kind of like our Jubilee.
Well, no, Jubilee's lame.
Yeah, no, but
I get what
She's kind of like our Robin that becomes Nightwing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
For Samurai, you?
For Samurai?
Yeah.
Or for the next season. For Samurai, maybe maybe Blue. Because Kevin. Because there's a few episodes where he had to take the lead when the Red Ranger went down, and he had to rally his team to defeat the little demons that they were fighting. So I think maybe Blue, because Blue is cool.
Didn't see Samurai.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you do? Megaforce, Super Megaforce.
Oh, Super Megaforce. Trying to remember. I think we follow Gia.
Super Megaforce? Megaforce?
I think we follow Gia. I think she's got the most interesting, like.
I think it's because she also is the most popular.
Yeah. She's a leader. I mean, maybe
she's the person everyone wants to see more of.
maybe even Jake.
I was gonna say Jake.
Maybe
as well.
even Jake.
Yeah, Super Megaforce is tough because it's really between the two of them.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Andrew. I feel bad for I was gonna say Troy. Andrew.
Yeah.
But his Troy character I felt could have been so much more if they would have let Andrew's personality show.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's a really cool guy. Like he's a dope guy.
Okay, let's talk about Dino Charge.
Oh, Dino Charge.
That's an interesting one.
That one gets tough because there's like what 10 Rangers? Huh. I think Miss Morgan.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a great answer, and I love that answer. But I would have went in a different direction. I would have said Prince Philip.
Oh, Prince Philip.
Ah, dang.
Oh, you weren't.
Like he was.
Yes, I was. I
Wait,
remember
he was in how
many
many episodes was he in though?
I never interviewed him.
You did interview him. We were at
Never.
the last one.
never.
Did you not interview him?
No, he wasn't at any. He's never been at a convention. Go.
What?
Okay, hold on.
Miss Morgan.
I'll have a picture.
I guarantee you, Prince Philip has never been at any convention. 100%.
You're
The
thinking.
dude
You're
he
thinking
played-
David.
You're thinking of Sir Ivan.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Not
That's
David.
what I'm
Yeah,
thinking
David. Yeah, Miss Morgan. I think like her just learning to, cause she's kind of like in the background most of the until she
I
gets.
don't disagree. She's Batgirl. She's Oracle.
Yeah, she's Oracle, but she never gets to kind of like. She gets to play with all these toys, but she never gets to like be on the field and do it until she becomes the Purple Ranger. And I think that's an interesting story because everybody else is like just off and about. Like as soon as they get their powers, they're off and about doing their thing, and there's not much like dimension to
I
any
see.
of
For
them.
me, I would have focused. Like you have a prince.
Oh yeah, he did have that episode.
That
Yeah,
he tries to buy.
he
like,
tries to
the-
buy and he
the-
tries
the
to
gem-
earn.
the Dino
He
Gem.
tries to earn that
He tries to
nobility,
earn it.
earn that power.
But he's the only one that actually earns it throughout all the Rangers.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think for me that's such an interesting character. But not just that, I also think that how cool would it have been to show that like I have to lead my Xandarian people, and then but I also have to be on the Power Rangers. I think he would have been such a cool focus.
He's kind of like a Bruce Wayne Batman.
Yeah,
type
exactly.
character, you
It
know?
would have been such an interesting focused character for me. I like that a lot though.
Sir Ivan.
If you didn't have to, who would you choose?
Well,
Yoshi?
Dino Charge? Nah, I mean, I could go for Azim. He was the green
No,
one.
no,
right?
no, no.
Oh, no, for which one
Megaforce,
are we
it's
doing?
Megaforce.
Megaforce? Oh,
You're choosing
shoot.
Dino Charge.
For Dino Charge? Yeah, go for Yoshi.
Yoshi?
Yeah.
Okay, a little. Yeah, I mean, he
That-
was the
that-
most
that
popular
would-
character.
that-
this
that-
season.
yeah, he's the most popular character, but that would be a hard one to. You'd have to do a lot of episodes back in.
Well,
in
you'd have to back in the prehistoric
Yeah,
age. That would be the
prehistoric,
whole thing. And I thought that would be interesting, just seeing how he was able to, navigate being back then, and then how he's changed as of now. It would just see the growth of the character for me.
Oh,
it's cool.
we didn't even choose Ninja Steel yet.
Yeah, we haven't done it.
Who's your focus character?
Who would be the
Mick.
focus character?
Mick?
Yep. Only reason I say Mick is because while they're out fighting and everything like that, Mick is still trying to prepare and bring everything back up to normal. He's so important that ultimately in the end, the villain said, I need this guy to actually fulfill my plan. There's so much that Mick can do to actually help and save the Rangers. I would love to focus on the fact that it was like, here he is,
That cookie face
I could
is
actually
sticking
make
in.
something happen.
No,
I would love to
thinking-
see. I would love to see it where it's like, here I am. I can actually make something happen.
Mick, okay.
And we do it.
I know who I can say I wouldn't focus it on is Sarah, but if I was to focus it, it's true. But if I
so
was,
true. No
I
one
was
wants
to
to-
focus it on
She's a
anybody.
cheater.
No one cares about Sarah. I'm sorry.
She's a cheater. She is a cheater. I'd focus it on Levi. I think.
Levi.
Like he's a country music star that has to fit in. Like there's episodes where it's just him, like trying to like sing ballads to his fans. I think it'd be such an interesting
one
kind of
cares.
take. I mean, after you found out that he was the Gold Ranger, it was downhill.
Yes.
So he was already done the first season. Oh, you know what? I take it back. I'd focus
All
on
right.
Haley and Calvin.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait,
There
time
you
out. Since I
go.
didn't- Did they resolve that in the finale?
I mean, they kind
buddy.
of get back together, but it's left ambiguous. But
Oh
yeah, it seems
man.
like it.
Okay, I'd focus on Victor and Monty.
All right, I like it. I like it.
Wow,
yeah, I like
nice.
Yeah, because I feel like did they get their happy ending?
They
yet?
did.
Oh man, they are
Somehow,
heroes.
I mean, they get
They're
their whole
heroes.
story
We don't
arc.
want to ruin it for you, but they're heroes, man.
Oh yes.
You're gonna love it.
That's awesome.
But
I love it.
I'm definitely Calvin and Haley, man.
Yeah.
It's a relationship, and they even use the word love, like I loved. And to me, it's like, whoa, where have we gotten that?
Man.
I mean, Tommy never said that to Kimberly.
No.
Vice versa.
He got
actually.
that Dear John letter though. So.
We did get a Dear John letter. All right, let's talk about. So we pretty much that was the highlights of
there
this
you go.
episode. I mean, other
What is
than
that? Is that
you know,
Nobel Peace Prize?
Another
Oh,
reason.
that's a prize.
Another, yeah, they get the trophy, the 50th trophy.
Oh, yeah,
another
the 50th trophy.
Another thing that I actually kind of liked about this episode, at least from what I remember, is that they don't use Zords in it in this particular finale.
Oh, they don't.
No. And I kind of like that. I kind of
Yeah,
like
it's because
that we
Joe
don't do
doesn't like Zords.
I hate Zords.
He hates mechs.
that. I don't.
Joe
like
said bomb.
I don't
voyage
hate
to them,
mechs. I
actually.
just
That's
hate
what he said.
Zords. Because
But you like Pacific Rim too.
yes, again, I don't hate mechs. I just hate
Just
Zords.
hate Zords.
I hate.
man.
I
Or do you hate the how like it's all the same?
No, honestly, I hate that. To me, I know probably Sentai did it first, but to me, it's a ripoff of Transformers, and I feel that
Did they do it first? Sentai or Transformers?
Sentai probably did it first. But I do feel that Transformers just did it better, and I just feel that I don't know, like, and it's also Voltron. Remember when we were kids? Voltron
Oh,
is very much
Voltron
of
was
the Voltron
cool.
era.
Yeah.
I love Voltron. Voltron's cool.
I'm a Zord hater.
definitely cool.
Sanchez, what you gonna do about
Zord
it,
hater.
brother?
Is that Edward Sanchez approved?
Joe is a sword hater. I love it.
Let me tell you about my. I'm gonna go on. This is gonna be an episode about my hatred of Zords.
Ooh.
We lost connection. Thank God.
Nope.
Oh shit.
No.
I'm a Zordsist.
Hey Joe, I heard you hate Zords.
I don't hate Zords that much.
Oh.
You
Okay.
hate Zords?
Zords?
Someone make a little Photoshop thing.
Listen, to me,
George-
the mech
Joe yelling
fighting,
at Zord?
the thing is,
Zords.
the mech fighting has never ended. It's always the same thing.
It's not as bad as MMPR, where it was
You mean
exactly
you mean
the
a
same
flaming
thing.
sword? You mean,
It was
you mean a flaming
exactly the same
sword
thing.
or a
But like the
Deus
one thing I
Ex
loved
Machina?
about the newer seasons, though, or maybe I take that back. The one thing that I always loved about Power Rangers was the character development.
Okay.
I like knowing Adam could play the piano and was a quiet guy. I like knowing that Rocky.
Adam could play the piano?
Did you not see Power Rangers Zeo, bro? I
I
like
didn't
knowing
do the
that
refresher on it.
Rocky's uncle had dyslexia. He was a quarterback named Joe, and Rocky was terrible at school. I like knowing that stuff.
Yeah.
That's
I was
awesome.
pretty good at school
Not
though.
dyslexic.
What else? I like knowing about our characters. I like knowing that like Andros had a team.
And it
before him.
doesn't take much to do that though. Like it doesn't take too much of the 20 minutes or so, right? And it's easy.
Yeah,
You
pretty
just got to
quick.
cut out some of the crap. Trim the crap.
That's what he's telling you to do. Get rid of the Zord fights. Turns out it's crap for him.
That's right.
He hates them.
But we got a Morphin Monday preview.
Oh yeah.
Hit it. Oh, it's you doing this one, I think.
Hey guys, this is Jason David Frank,
it's
the Green
Jason.
Ranger, and you are watching that hashtag show. Ooh-yah!
Hey guys, it's Jezzer here with that hashtag show, and it's Morphin Monday, and today we have Zordon himself, David Fielding. Sir, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you
It's,
for having me.
it's nice seeing you at cons. We saw you at New York. You got pretty busy. You guys had a huge line over there.
Yeah, it was massive.
So, tell us about your time on Power Rangers. I mean, we've been going. It's 25 years now. There's no children's series that has gone 25 years. Right. It must be amazing for you to be part of something that huge.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's amazing to be a part of something that's such a phenomenon in the pop culture, and to know that something that we did, continues to touch lives 25 years down the road is just amazing.
I'm sorry. We're back live.
What? Oh man.
All right, let's talk. How much? What? What time do we have left? We have like 20 minutes. 10 minutes. 5 minutes. There you go.
Zordon, dude?
Zordon, yeah.
Man.
He's a
Hey,
pretty
wait,
cool guy.
but you're good. But
Man.
even, I mean, like, not to toot Jezzer's horn, but you're pretty good. You're friends with
Yeah,
Zordon.
we've been friends since 2014. Yeah,
What?
since Power Morphicon.
When
Why don't you
your
just tell him
buddy
to show up
cosplayed.
Yeah.
here and be on the show for a moment?
Oh, he doesn't. I think he lives in Texas.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Speaking
Well,
of
that
special shows, we have one to announce.
Special show.
Ready?
Ready.
So we have a special show coming up. That's the announcement for now. Next week, tune into this show. You can find out a little bit more.
After the break.
There you go. Yeah,
No,
which
we
is the whole week.
We do have
Come
something.
back
We
and
do
you'll find
have
out.
something special coming up. It's a different style of Power Ranger show. Listen, what we've done with Power Rangers, we've always done something differently. We're not trying to be everybody else. I don't mean that as a knock on anybody, but I'm just saying we're not just interviewing Power Rangers. We're giving you the best Power Ranger live content, but also the best interviews in what we do with the cast and people that come to the show. You kind of know we do something differently. The next Power Ranger thing that we have coming up is going to be very different. So stay tuned for that. Some of the announcements of the people that are lined up on that are going to be pretty amazing. Nice. We'll talk about that when the time comes.
Nice.
Yeah. Guys, this was Thanksgiving. We're going to come to a close. What were you thankful for? In the Power Ranger world.
Oh, in Power Ranger. Okay.
Dan was thankful that he woke up yesterday.
Yes, I was going to say, I'm here today.
We got a super chat.
Oh, man.
Before you answer that, Andros, the Warrior High Alpha.
Well, that's a sick name.
I like that name.
Right.
Should the Psycho Rangers have their own Sentai series? You know, as an anti-Ranger crew, I would love to have the 5 new Rangers, silver, going on purple and green.
I think it'd be cool. Maybe they'll have their own comic book. Who knows?
Probably.
Boom Studios.
Do
I feel
fun.
like we're at the point now where what Boom Studios is doing so well, they could add a third comic book, a third timeline. No, or I mean, they're on the same timeline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on the same
MMPR
timeline.
and Dogo.
Yeah.
Matthew Thompson. Matthew Thompson knows he's a part of this world. By the way, he's one of our first.
He's super excited, man. He's super. excited.
I'm happy to have Matthew on board. He's not the only fan, or he's not the only person, the hashtagger that's watching.
No, that's right. Ratwing. You're
Ratwing.
be a villain.
That was a Jezzer. Was that a Jezzer
great
creation? That was Jezzer creation.
Was it? Whatever it is, Ratwing. You are an actual character named Ratwing.
Blackwing. Can you change your name to Ratwing on
No,
YouTube?
but there's also Derek Hervey.
You got also
Cat.
2 eyebrows.
Layla.
I think
Layla as well.
No, Derek Kirby is not 2 eyebrows.
Oh no, Derek Kirby is. That's what's his name, Davis.
But anyway, we're gonna have a lot of them on it. I can't wait. I'm excited for that to debut. Josh and I finally saw all the stuff for the first scene at the very least. I know maybe not today, but I know in the next week or two you're doing your VO.
I'll be in the booth doing the VO.
Yeah.
As a ninja.
and Ninja.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Have you thought of different voices? How are you?
I got the regular one. It's gonna be me versus hello. This is Indoor. Oh, every time I talk, I'll have to put my hands next to my ears. Oh.
So what we'll do for Cosmic Protectors is by next week, hopefully, Josh is the producer on it as well. He's also the editor, but him and I will come up with a tier system for the Patreon. And because a lot of you guys are asking me, can I be a villain? Can I be this? Can I be that? Yes, you can be. We'll make a list and give it different tiers of what you can be for Cosmic Protectors. What's that? Okay.
We'll talk later.
Cosmic Protectors, we'll do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I asked what you were thankful for. Good answer. You?
I didn't even get the answer.
You answered.
What did you answer?
I didn't.
You answered.
I'm so glad this. No, I didn't, because you said, and I was like, you said, oh, he's
Yeah, what are you thankful for? That's what I asked you.
I'm just glad that we got Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
What are you doing?
I know what's going on, man.
What are you thankful for? What are you
Beast
thankful for?
Morphers.
I'm thankful that Ninja Steel is over.
You didn't. Come on, man.
You didn't even get to see it. You can't say that.
I'm still glad.
No, you had to deal with
over.
watching it to say that.
I don't think it was that bad. I think that we've had worse seasons.
Yeah, we have.
But I am also, as Jezzer
Overdrive.
said, I'm happy that Ninja Steel is over, and that we are going to embark on a new journey. But not just a new journey of Power Rangers, but new journey into this whole world, because we're gonna have Cosmic Protectors coming up very soon. But also, on the flip side, in Retro Ranger wrap up, we're gonna have Zeo.
Yeah.
So, there's a change.
Zeo!
Maybe one might be for the worst, one might be for the best.
Try it. No, try.
Oh,
try,
trying.
Yeah, we're back
You're
anyway.
like, you idiot.
There you go. We're back. Josh is giving us a football signals here.
I
They're
don't know
about to
if
run a play.
that's not a signal, buddy. That's a one finger. I know what that is.
But you guys, Jesse, you're about to do Hench and Hangout tonight. What are you talking about?
We're gonna be talking about episode 10 of Zio, and episode 40 of Lupat.
Which one do you think you like more?
Lupat was kind of weak this week, but yeah, I still think I still enjoyed Lupat a little bit more than Zio. Zio is like they're listening to our wrap up show and trying to throw us off every single week.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah, they're like, oh, they want that? Well, let's do something else. So if you want to hear more about what we're talking about, come join us on Head
All right,
Hangout.
Daniel, what about you?
It's tough. Well, there's Gingerdale coming up, and that's where you'll be able to see me, or at least pay attention to anything that I like right there, because, well, you're not going to see me until tomorrow for Retro Ranger Wrap Up. So that's stuff that I like and that I'm on.
And on social media?
Oh, social media, Battlestar Galactica, but just go to THS hashtaggers, guys. Do me a favor and just go there. I'll be there.
Can they also tweet you if they want to know about your crazy Thanksgiving?
Oh, that hashtag BSG.
Yeah, there you go.
Jezzer?
All social media at Jezzer Zeus.
Okay. Great. Find me at that hashtag Joe and everything. I'll be here tomorrow. I wish I was doing After Dark, especially tonight.
Oh.
But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Retro Ranger Wrap Up.
Bye, guys.
Bye.